All right, Warriors. Back with another episode of Vigor Warriors 2. We're going to do a second one today. Today is June 30th, 2022. I had a little bit of a break, so I wanted to kind of get this second one done. As you know, the last one we did, we talked about, the Beauty and the Beast and some of Jordan Peterson's videos. I wanted to kind of do, a second one on this one a little bit. And what we're talking about here, my friends, is being dangerous. A male who's dangerous is really your best type of male. And we'll talk about the dangerous male and the beast-like thing we talked about in the first video a little bit. I want to kind of expand a little bit on this. But before we do that, go ahead and subscribe, comment, like. Thank you so much for all those things and the support. It is greatly appreciated. So when we talk about this, we go back to what Jordan Peterson was saying about the Beauty and the Beast and the fact that you have to have a kind of an edge. Now, I saw this, like I said, in a TV show where I'm seeing a lot of these entitled people, men and women, who just can't do anything. They have no ability to really kind of be that leader, that strong person who basically just has that sort of risk-taking ability. And this is a key thing. And if you're not taking the risk to have faith in God, you're not taking the risk in a lot of things, then you just kind of become that sitting duck. And unfortunately, in our society, people will pick on that, take advantage of that. And so this is why we have a lot of young men who especially feel like, well, their best thing is to be nice. But nice is one thing. You can be fair and nice to people, but if it's coming out of a desperate attitude, then it's not going to succeed. So the whole thing is we're talking about is this dangerous man who's important. Why is it important to be dangerous? And I don't know what we'll title this, but we'll kind of look at this whole idea of being dangerous. Now, what do we mean by this? Well, when we talk about this, the whole idea of being danger is the idea that you are being different than other people. And the whole key to that is the fact that as you look at this, you're standing kind of on your own. You're your own person. You're having that strength of character that you're going to be standing up for yourself and being yourself. You're not going to be persuaded by other people most of the time. You're going to have your own viewpoints. You're going to do your own thing. And you also have this aura around you of being a beast, the beast-like danger, right? And so men who have that beast-like danger, controlled aggression type of thing, become very attractive. Once again, we had said, we talked about this thing before, the Beauty and the Beast, a lot of women are in the mode of trying to tame that beast. And that's where this comes from with Jordan Peterson's type of talking about this. When you're talking about the Beauty and the Beast, you're talking about that the female wants to tame the beast. But they're attracted to the beast at the beginning because of the beast-like qualities. It's always the old saying that as the beast becomes more man, the woman loses interest. And why is that? Because it's the whole transferability between male and female, with the fact that the beast, the men, are these barbarian beasts who need to be tamed. And so to have some beast-like qualities will gain you a lot of attractiveness. That's why when you see men who are, in society being told that you should be, nice and polite and all those, there's nothing wrong with those type of behaviors if it's coming from a position of a dangerous beast. But if it's coming from a position of a weak type person who goes along with anything, is not really ready to stand up and have these what I call inner braces in yourself, you're not going to be successful. In fact, you're going to have the opposite. And you won't have attractiveness, you won't have success, you won't have people looking at you with any level of success. So the whole thing about what Jordan Peterson's saying here is that The best type of men are the dangerous ones. And that's only because not so much that they're dangerous criminals, things like that, but the fact is they take risks. They have this ability to kind of not care what people say. They're just going to do what they do. This is why we see the phenomenon happening at earlier ages where like the girls are interested in these bad boy people. It's not necessarily because they're going to be people who are going to kill someone or things like that, but it's because they have this idea that they are different. They stand out. Good or bad, they stand out. And so people become attracted to that because of that. Now, how does it apply to us when we're talking about our retention? Well, once again, as we talked about in the last video, when you're sitting there retaining, you're keeping your full energy. This is your beast-like ability. When you are losing your energy all the time, you're not a beast. You become like a small animal, easy to kind of step on, and because you're so weak, you don't have that God-given energy level that you need to have to become that strong beast that you want to become. Now, am I saying this in reality, or am I saying this in more of a not a literal sense, but more of a connotation? It is really more of a connotation, but what I really mean by this is I'm talking about the fact that you are that beast. You are that person who needs to be strong and masculine, that masculine energy, we call it. And that comes from the fact that you basically are doing your own thing. You have your own goals, you have your own plans, you're working towards trying to gain those things and gain success. You're a person who's always busy, on the go, doing things, and you're not distracted. And that becomes your strength. And that is highly attractive to people. It doesn't matter what you look like. Those traits are very highly attractive. And if you're happy from within, then you're good. Always reminded of people who do rap. Now, I don't like rap music necessarily, but there's a lot of popularity in those because you listen to the words, listen to those people, and those people have that beast-like mentality. Now, that's the way they act. Now, do they end themselves getting in trouble? Yeah, sometimes they do. Sometimes they have problems, their own personal problems, because they can't handle it. All the success, all these things that happen to them. However, the reason they're attractive, the reason why a lot of people like that type of music, if you listen to the intensity, the words of people using, they are rebelling against society, and those things are really attractive to people. Now, am I saying go and do that? No, but I'm saying is looking at an example of why people are attracted to that kind of stuff is because you're standing out. You're not going along with the crowd. You're not afraid of rejection. You're not afraid of someone saying no. You're not afraid of someone putting you down or criticizing you. You're doing what you got to do. Now, in my case, could I have done these videos 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago? No. Because I did not have that type of courage to actually do this. It's not until I started this plan where I'm actually okay with doing this and have no problem at all with it. And criticisms, all those things I've had, those things will happen. But when you have your retention, you're keeping your energy, you're not scared anymore. You don't have the anxiety level you had before, or at least I had before. And this makes you a strong animal. I'm not talking about person, but animal, right? So you have that strength. You have that vitality. You have that vigor. There you go, vigor. That's the word, vigor, right? You have that vigor of someone who's going to continue to have strong energy, testosterone, those things, so that you get to go ahead and make a difference with people when people are not that way. There's too many people out there that have weak energy levels. And you can see that. And this is why people are not attracted to that. I can't tell you, over all the years of teaching classes and people interacting with women and men, the one thing that they can't put their finger on it, but the one thing they know is that they're not going to be happy around someone who has negative energy or no energy at all. If they can't move and do anything and they're lethargic, they don't have that energy, no one's talking to them, right? Or if they have negative energy and they're bringing you down all the time, then they also are not someone that people are going to spend time with. So what I'm saying then is the longer you're able to retain your energy, which I've seen over the last 2 years in my case, you are now moving into different realms because people sense that aura. They sense it. And whether or not, you are looking for a partner or a person to be with or anything like that, you're focusing then on trying to look at the idea that as you focus on this, you're being stronger. You're going to attract people to you because you're this kind of person that now has strength. And this is a key thing. So that's why it's important for us to be on this journey. That's why we're part of the 1% Club. And that's why it's really important to understand this concept. That you really want to have this energy inside of you. Because it makes you a lot stronger. Like I said, I saw this show yesterday, and I couldn't believe the weak-ass males that were in this show. And these kids are 24, 25 years old. This should be the height of their strength. The testosterone should be popping through. But it's the opposite. It's the opposite type of viewpoint. It's the opposite attitude. It's the opposite way of living. And it comes off as being so weak and not strong at all. And the women, were just as bad, but the women are the ones who are attracted to the males who are positive, who are the ones who are strong, who are the ones who don't care about what people say. They're not afraid of rejection. They're not afraid of these type of things. They're looking to be able to be strong and be vibrant and be vigorous. And this is what's important. So I think that Jordan Peterson makes another great point, and I want to just kind of capitalize on this idea that as you look at these type of things, it's important to kind of focus on what is really important. And what's really important is the ability to be able to be strong, be yourself, be confident, and a lot of that comes from the retention. And so this dangerous man we're talking about, this person who we don't know who's going to act, who knows they're going to act independently, is someone to be respectful of. And this is how it all begins. And so as we talk about this whole idea, it is important to focus on why we're in this battle. And part of it is because of strength and all the ideas we get through this, and it makes a big difference in how you actually view things. So until next time, guys, battle on!